I just remember that last year. And
I
Sam Reed.
assume.
Gotta love the urgency here from the Lions.
Oh, yeah, they got their 3 points, and they didn't leave any time. Yeah, they didn't leave any time for Aaron Rodgers. So, ultimately, that was probably the right call. I don't know. Didn't love their play calls at the very end there. They were asking their receivers to make some pretty spectacular catches. But I do like trying to attack Kevin King. He is known for giving up the big touchdown right at the end of the half. So, shrewd move by the Lions. And really, the Lions have outplayed the Packers to this point in the game, I have to say. Andy, how's your Monday going?
Good. Taking it easy. It's Ryder Cup week, so golf doesn't start for a while. Got till Friday to deal with that. So we got some daytime time to update some power rankings, get ready for this week. And
did you make many adjustments this week?
I'm still working on it. I've been working on it during the first half. I'll have my power numbers up to date tomorrow. I'll probably make a few more bets. This week is the ultimate in Andy didn't do a teaser last week, and he's going to play 500 teasers this week. There's so many. There's so many teaser legs here.
Teasing season.
It is the teasing season. I'll have to bust out the GIF of me in the 3-point
Are there
stance.
more teaser legs that you're bringing down to under a field goal, or more that you're taking out past the touchdown? Which is the
there's like 9 legs that almost fit, so I feel like it's probably about half and half. Guy with the giant. I hate talking about this shit because it's stupid, but guy with the stupid giant parlay live. Lions 4 plus 400. I'd still be taking out a mortgage and putting it.
If he had bet that at our sponsor WinBet, I would be cheering for him, but he didn't. So we're not going to give him any free pub or whoever.
Yeah, no free pub, no free rides.
No, let's talk about the game a little bit. I guess did you agree with my assessment there off the top? Do you think the Lions have outplayed the Packers so far?
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a case of the Lions are very good and Jared Goff is cooking, although he has looked decent. It's just the game plan is
fluttery balls, but he's making the right decisions.
You have two good tight ends. I mean, these are good, and obviously we've talked about this ad nauseum. No wide receivers. Like your wide receiver room sucks, might be the bottom of the league, but 2 really good tight ends. And if the running backs are going to get what they're getting every single time they hand them the ball, or Green Bay's front 4 is getting obviously not much of a push as far as pass rush, but also just getting blown off the ball. And on some of these run plays, big holes, cutback lanes are wide open. It is pretty ugly from a run stop, and also just from covering these tight ends. Maybe just cover these tight ends, because the first touchdown, they lost him in the wash. He was off in the corner. And the second one, it's just you got to kind of hand it to Hawkinson, and Goff put that ball right where basically Hawkinson makes an incredible catch, or nobody catches it. That was a really good throw. I got to give Goff credit there.
I mean, Hawkins is a really nice player. He's like the top receiver by far of this group. I guess the couple of did you agree with Peyton Manning that Goff is stupid, or do you think he's proved him wrong so far in this game?
It was like kind of maybe it's the play calling then. If they're calling the right plays, are you seeing him checking out of a lot of things?
Well, you know what's funny? You remember the last time that Aaron Rodgers played against an Anthony Lynn team? Didn't go so hot for him, honestly. And Anthony Lynn's offense in that game scored 26, if I remember correctly, but they could have scored into the 30s if they had been a little more aggressively. And I guess the weirdest part about this game is that it's like not even 6:45, and here we are well into our stream. This game is flying by. Very strange pace of play, very few plays. A typical team and a half of football tends to run about 30, 32 plays. The Packers so far have run 23. So this is the second week in a row where they just aren't getting many opportunities on offense early in the game. Now, they have gone up against an easier defense than they faced last week in the Saints, and they've taken advantage of their opportunities, getting 2 touchdowns, largely with moving the ball on the ground. Aaron Rodgers has not been asked to do much. He had the one deep pass that looked like PI, but otherwise most of his passes have been short yak stuff. I guess, do we expect a little bit more from Rodgers in the second half? Green Bay will get the ball first, and they've only had that 1-3 play minus 3-yard punt drive other than the 2 long touchdown drives. So we don't really know. I guess they barely made it through their first 15 plays. They did it in the second touchdown drive. They finally eclipsed the 15 play mark. If you're Green Bay, are you making any adjustments at halftime offensively, or are you just going to continue to try to run it down their throat when it's working so effectively?
Yeah, my entire halftime is spent working with the defense. Like if I'm, obviously LaFleur offensive guy, and he'll make some adjustments, but the running game's working. Like obviously Jones is doing a lot on the ground. He has like 4 catches too. Obviously a couple of them really short, but they went for touchdowns, so that's what matters. Dylan has a nice backup. Like both running backs are making progress, and Rodgers, outside of the weird sack he took, like Rodgers gets rid of that ball a lot. I don't understand that at all. But outside of that, Rodgers has looked fine. And he's found a few guys. Adams with the ball in his hand. Remember the stab step, move over, stab step. Like getting some of those playmakers the ball in their hands is what you need.
Short A dot. Yeah.
It does feel weird that they're not pushing the ball down the field a little more versus this defense. If I'm making an offensive adjustment, I'm running just as much, but some of my passing plays are pushing it down a little further.
This is an interesting point that I want to bring up because it's been in the back of my head. And credit to Chartle for bringing it up. It has looked like Green Bay has been intentionally trying to keep their defense off the field as much as possible. We saw that from Dallas yesterday too, and just in terms of the way they approached the game and like how they were trying to control pace. Do you think Green Bay knows that they're effed on D? And is that a factor? And I guess why are they so poor on defense? It looks like at times they don't really have a good sense of what their assignments are, what they're supposed to be doing. Lots of miscommunication, no pressure, and coverage lapses. I mean, this is it's just very sloppy defensively, especially for the home team on Monday Night Football at Lambeau. What's the deal?
Yeah, we're down to Smith. And somebody just said, yeah, King is a liability. Drew brought that up right off the beginning. King can be attacked. And if you just stay away from the good corner, throw out the bad corner, and apparently this front 4 can't stop the run. I'm not sure what's stopping. Like if you have a 7, what's stopping you from playing a 7 here with the Lions in the second half?
I mean, Goff could turn into a pumpkin to a degree, I guess. The last 2 passes by Goff where you said it, he was kind of feeling himself a little bit. He attacked Jair Alexander when that's probably the one guy you don't really want to go at. And he put that ball up, and it was put up only a place where Cephas could have made a play on it, but Cephas is not, the kind of guy that's going to make that play very often. So it was somewhat of a wasted down, settle for the field goal, as opposed to maybe trying to get a first down, trying a little bit easier shot at the end zone. I don't know. There's a chance that Lions +7 goes up in smoke, and because they don't score any more points. Like they could finish this game with 17, and I wouldn't be like outrageously shocked. Would you?
Yeah. No, the play calling's been good. The tight ends are getting open, and the run game's working. Like this defense probably isn't just going to come out and play that much better. It's not like the defense looked very good last week against a quarterback who went out and absolutely stunk it up this week in Jameis Winston. So
yeah, Packers are taking money. They're out to 7 now. -101 for if you want to lay the 7, -115 if you want to take the 7. Let me ask you, how does this game play out if it goes Packers touchdown, Lions punt, Packers touchdown, and the Packers are up by?
Well, I think the Packers probably win the game.
That's what I'm saying. Does that completely take Detroit out of this game if they are playing in comeback mode all of a sudden instead of what to this point in the game they've been playing ahead?
Yeah, I mean, I think the hardest part of that is getting the punt.
Getting the punt.
Yeah. Like scoring twice is easy. So, I mean, it's Lions or under. I don't know. It's 26.5. Kind of in a goofy spot there.
I guess if you take the 7, do you feel good about the Lions backdooring somehow with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion if they're down 14 in the second half?
Do you think Campbell's the kind of guy who does the 2-pointer?
Yeah.
The 7 is getting hit now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's come back big time. Somebody was waiting for it. That looks like the sharper move.
Holy
people wanted the 7.
Yeah,
it just ballooned out to -131.
I got it was like 7 minus 14, and now it's minus 137. So
minus
the
143.
Detroit Lions 7 is going to get, and we're back to 6.5.
Holy shit!
Oh, they're not going to.
Oh
They must
my
have the
God.
auto mover on. It's not indexing back.
Oh
I'm going to
my
let you make the
God.
play. I played a little bit of 7 when it was.
Your read on this
moving.
game is better than my read, so I really don't.
Yeah, we've
don't
hit so many halftime plays.
Under 26.5 maybe at this point. I don't know.
Sure.
I can see one of two things happen. One where a little bit less red zone efficiency, same sort of pace of play where the clock is flying, and then you have a situation where it's one-way traffic and Green Bay scores and Detroit doesn't. Either way, I think there are a lot of game scripts from here that I think 26.5 comes in under. So I think I'd lean 26.5 minus 117. What do you do you
I'm
co-sign?
with you. Like I lean Detroit and under.
All right, let's do
any semblance of with the game planning, or excuse me, the game script, the way that these teams are playing offense, any semblance of defense keeps this around a 20-23.
I played it, and now it's ticked down to 25.5. So somebody's either respecting my action or fired at the exact same time.
Well, I bet it before you, so.
Oh, maybe they're respecting your action.
I did not. Yeah, I did not hit this.
If there's anyone out there that's respecting my total betting or my second half plays right now, God help you.
Secret pod play did come in, even though that team lost. And then, yes, speaking of the team losing,
yeah,
how many Survivor leagues is this going to blow up if the Lions come through?
Ooh, Green Bay was the second most chosen after Cleveland. Yeah, we got our pick in. Let me. I have a specific Survivor question for you. Because I know you
should always take 6 entries and then split them up between Cleveland and.
What in the
$3,000 away?
What in the fuck was going on? What the fuck was going on?
That's like a move for week 14.
I thought I was tripping. What happened there? Was that somebody playing a prank?
That's an expensive prank. See, so there's these people.
What happened?
There's these people in like the Golf Millionaire Maker that will literally put a lineup together, not use the money on DK, put a lineup together that has the first 6 guys off the tee in it, just so they can, like, I don't know, screenshot themselves in first place winning the million. They spend the $20 to do that. That's fine. It's $20. You got your lulls. But, like, this can't be like this guy just threw away $3,000 worth of Survivors to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bitcoin's on its way back. We bottomed. I don't know. No, I have Green Bay in at least one Survivor entry.
They're related if you're curious. He's right about this stuff all the time. Anyway, go ahead.
Who's that?
Noah Rudell.
Yeah, Noah knows.
Follow his stuff. Real quick. So somebody just punted $3,000 worth of Survivor picks for the fuck of it on week. Because, like, honestly, like, I could not even come up with a game theory that made sense where you had, like, because you're only eliminating so many. Like, it wasn't the type of high leverage pick where so much of the pool was going to take Cleveland that you could realistically corner your pool by having 3 entries that didn't have Cleveland and had a guaranteed win. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I couldn't make the math work out where I thought that somebody had a realistic plus EV move on their hands and they just flubbed it a little.
Having 6 entries and putting 1 on Houston, maybe. Like getting that one, sneaking it through, having a goofy one through where you've barely used anybody. Maybe, maybe with the other 3 entries, he already used Houston week 1. Got him through already. Monday Night Football Survivor is such a sweat. Lions kicking off here. We are heading to overtime.
I'm kind of with Giorgio.
It could be like
that's the way I read this.
I can't lay it with Green Bay the way that their defenses looked.
No, same. And especially because
the play on the 7 was more of a play against Green Bay's defense than on the Lions. It just didn't fit. Watch Green Bay run this back now.
Oh, flag. No. Now let's call this game tight. Let's call it tight. Let's
move them back.
Yeah, move them back. Yeah, seriously. Let's move them back.
Did you do many Survivors?
Touchdown is pretty good. I'm in a couple of small potatoes leagues, but I didn't.
I did that. Like anybody who asks me to be in a Survivor league, I'm gonna say yes. Like,
of
oh,
course.
okay, sure.
Oh yeah.
Like, what's your Venmo? Like,
I've never not accepted any contest, really. To be honest with you, there's a couple I've played that I've been like, well, that was too tough. Oh, like this week, I'm in one that I forgot to put my entries.
I'm the commissioner of one of my leagues now.
Yeah,
I'm a big fantasy guy, but I still play in my home league, and a bunch of guys pay their league fees versus Venmo. So I just like once people started sending me Survivor stuff, I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I have a bunch of money in Venmo. I'm in. I'm just spending all like I gotta come back with all that money and like, or I'll just win the league, I guess. Now that I'm like 0-2.
Femi's reading my mind too. The game is going too fast. They're going to need to stretch the broadcast somehow, some way. Usually that becomes the ref's job at some point.
Joey, I'm sorry you did ask to run one for us. Like maybe I can do a rebuy one. Hey, guess what? I wonder if you guys, Joey, if you can find a website that'll let us do a Survivor League starting this week, I will absolutely put a listener league together. Because how many people have like fucked up their Survivor Leagues already?
I'm sure plenty. I
was really busy in the 2 weeks heading up to
I think there were 14 circa entries that were blank for Survivor, which is amazing.
Oh my god, I feel bad that I'm here with you and not listening to Brett Favre. Honestly, I don't know if I want to know what Brett Favre has to say.
Yeah. Hey, we should do a deep dive. We'll do more contests.
It sounds like Yahoo has honestly. One.
Yeah, we'll do more contests next year. That's something I always wanted to do. We were things got so busy this year, and I'm sure maybe I'm deluding myself that they won't be like that next year for every year, but whatever. Good problems to have, I guess. But I thought the Circa Survivor, I was going to fire away, and then I read like the detailed rules and tried to plot out a little bit of a strategy.
Yeah,
the Thanksgiving and Christmas stuff, it was like, oh man, like you're basically flipping coins if you get to that point with more than a couple of dozen people, which I think is probable. And it's an enormous pool, and those wrinkles of you have to pick a Thanksgiving Day game, one of those three. You have to pick a Christmas Day game, one of those three. And if you look at those games, they're all going to be about a pick 'em. I don't know if any of those teams are going to be favored by more than a field goal. I mean, I guess at this point, Raiders probably over the Lions. Raiders are playing the Lions, right?
That's kind of what's scared. And also, I'm just shit at Survivor. I said I'm just going to do the other contest. I'm not going to waste money on Survivor. And also, that part does make it pretty tough. Oh no, Rogers, down goes Rogers. Sacked. Oh no, and Kevin
goes Rogers.
Looking at you, Kevin Clunan. You right now, Circa's new rules are whack. I didn't play in it last year.
Yeah,
did they not do that last year?
They had Thanksgiving, but not Christmas. They had Thanksgiving, but not. But last year's Thanksgiving was more straightforward. It was more.
I think so many people chopped the final last year that they said let's do it this way, to not have 14 people up on stage getting $82,000 checks.
Do you agree with the hef? Rogers looks disinterested.
Uh-oh.
What?
I think they got this third down.
Oh, that's okay. Nice long. Hey, you know what? You know what I will happily accept? Matriculate the ball down the field. Oh, that was an 80-yard pass.
Yeah,
that wasn't a matriculation at all, actually. What was that? A 50-yard pass? Yeah, it was 50. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, who said he was disinterested?
Yeah, I guess never mind about that question. Yeah, that was I honestly that was a perfectly placed ball. That was a well-run route, obviously.
And the Lions have an injured defensor.
Defensor?
We're gonna call them defensors now.
Let's call him a defenseman. That was 3rd and 12. They made that look easy. Injured is Melifonwu.
Who is this?
Melifonwu.
We got this is a hell of a name. Kreiner.
We'll call him Obi.
Kreiner Döbeveld. We're gonna go full German pronunciation on that. That is
Kreiner.
A powerful name.
That is a great
Griner.
name.
Anytime you can have an umlaut in the name. Yeah, that was a really good pass. Still maybe the second best pass in the game. The touchdown to Hawkinson was still better.
That was your favorite pass? What did you think of them grading the first Green Bay touchdown? A touchdown pass for Rodgers. Was that some home cooking by the home scorer?
It was. When you watch it again, like I could see a case. And I have Rodgers in fantasy, so having that as a handoff would have been bad.
We fucked up, man. We were supposed to preview the Ryder Cup today, and I totally didn't even look at anything.
So should we do something extra? Hey, Dan, will you want some extra work?
I'm doing some stuff for NBC tomorrow on Golf Channel.
It's so hard until doing any previewing until you know what the foursomes are. It sucks.
Okay.
Like we can do something like Thursday.
Do you have any read on this?
I want to know matchups. Like there's some speculation.
So without knowing the matchups, you can't divine.
I bet Europe a bunch. I'm going to bet Europe to win by 1 to 3 points.
What was the best price you got? You fucking turncoat.
There was some. I'm European. I am.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway, it was. Oh God! Like Bet Online had like a plus 275 $50 limit. Like I got some promo shit for like 275, but I think 2.25 was the best price that actually was
Dogma would like some more information on these foursomes he keeps hearing about.
You guys bet so much. I love betting the Ryder Cup because
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to you because I was laughing at some comments. What was
I got some 275 on some shitty low limit promos, mostly 200, some 2.25s out there. Don't bet it under 200 because you should be able to find at least 200.
Don't bet it under 200. Don't.
Yeah, you should be able to find 2 to 1 is what I'm saying. Don't bet these 175s we're seeing. The Ryder Cup is golf, Omar.
Don't you think? I thought we were going to get numbers that were more tilted.
Right into a guy.
I thought we were going to get more tilted prices, honestly. I did not think this was going to be fair prices for us in the United States here. What do you think of the three-way market? Is draw just a complete throwaway, or is it the green double zeros and roulette kind of deal?
No, it's not a throwaway, although there is a concession. There could be a concession that's happened before where, if an American has a short putt for the tie, he can just concede and give the Europeans the win instead of having them win on the draw and retain the cup, as it's called. So yeah, a draw is a loss in that market. So that's not what we want. And yes, the Americans have a very strong team. I really, really, really don't love what DeChambeau is doing right now with his speed training.
Nightmare
some of the stupid
stuff.
Shits. Yeah,
and team chemistry from team chemistry standpoint, I don't think you could ask for somebody worse than DeChambeau on that team. He's going to pull them apart, the teams, I think.
Do you use promo and recreational shit? I'm a sucker for promos. I check promos every morning and bet stuff like that. I bet soccer promos if they're the right price because I know enough people that can ask. Like, hey,
there is your Aaron Rodgers over 2.5 touchdowns.
My God, right down the seam.
Beautiful ball to Tanyan. Tanyan is an underutilized asset on this team. I feel like they should target him more, especially right in that spot, like right at that distance, 22-yard reception. That was good. Are we going to do some Indian Wells? Yeah, for sure. Are you going to go? Yeah, you know who might be coming down? Who now lives in California. Our old Philadelphia friend Shep moved out to Cali. I don't know if you know that. He lives in the Bay Area now.
I forgot. It's good to get out of Philly. Nobody wants to.
He's up in Berkeley area now. He's talking to me about coming down and go to Indian Wells. So that'd be fun as shit.
When does that start?
14th of October, I believe, or at least that's when those are the good days I had circled.
I got my shit
maybe
booked
like the
for
11th, 12th, 13th.
I've never been to Southern California, but I got my shit booked for Breeders' Cup.
Nice work, man.
Going to San Diego.
Nice work. Do you have tickets?
Might see SD.
Do you need me to try to wrangle some tickets?
Yeah, I don't have tickets yet. I'm just gonna assuming you'll do that.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna work on that.
I can find tickets tomorrow. Probably.
Yeah.
When are you coming to Palm Springs? Is that in Florida?
Palm Springs is Indian Wells, basically.
What am I thinking of in Florida?
Palm Beach, maybe.
That sounds right. Yeah,
that's where the massage parlor and the craft handies. That's where that all went down. That's Andy is staying in Pacific Beach. That's his spot.
I am. I got a Airbnb down there in Pacific Beach. I told the wife I'm taking her on a trip without the kids. I'm like, we might go to the horse track one day, though.
I think you made a good call, man.
Yeah,
I think she'll be impressed.
She likes the horse track too. We go to Canterbury once in a while.
I don't know. Well, it's one of the best. Like late fall here is friggin'. It crushes. It's so fucking nice.
You know it's not great. Late fall up here. it's like
degrees and sleet.
Yeah, it's raining. Hey, it's raining ice, kids. Like, grab a helmet because it's fucking awful outside. So yeah, I'd love that. We'll see you. We'll see you down in Guadalajara, Sports Dogma for the massage parlors. Oh, Dogma. Is that close? Like, I don't even know what part of Mexico that's in.
Guadalajara is one of the more beautiful cities in Mexico by all accounts. I've never been there, but Dogma owns the place, so wouldn't be surprised if he knows the every in and out down there.
The nightlife.
Yeah. Hey, did you see that Argentina Primera Nacional score?
Is it staying under?
0-0. 90 minutes in.
It looks like it is going to stay under.
It looks like it's going to creep under. Good work there.
You know what's going to happen here? And you jinxed it because I bet the draw.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, because you thought maybe we were looking at a 1-1 and you're going to
or 0-0.
Yeah.
God, don't do it to me now, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Palm trees, well-groomed lawns. How's the local radio handling the Vikings loss? Honestly, not good. the locals are not happy with. We're not happy with the local 11 right now. The local 22. Dude. It's was a rough loss.
Yesterday's football was kind of insane, man.
It was.
The Vikings loss was insane. The Chargers not tying it at the end was insane. Yeah, I mean everybody.
Seahawks losing from up by a bunch.
Oh, man.
The Chiefs losing from up by a bunch.
Yep. The Chiefs fumbling on what would have been the easy go-ahead drive.
Easy winner.
Easy.
Yeah, Paul Allen. It's funny, speaking of Canterbury, the voice of Canterbury, amazing. Paul Allen, who does the radio calls. And if anybody heard that radio call of the Vikings receiver, the Vikings announcer saying it's good. Oh no, it's not good. There's another one of him, and it's actually an Arizona game from years ago where Arizona knocks us out of the playoffs.
I looked at their schedule.
On like a 4th and 26. And
I looked at their schedule down the next month, and immediately, first thing I thought, oh boy, Zimmer's in deep trouble.
I think he's good with the front office, but it's still not a good spot for him right now.
Paul Allen, by the way, gets to host Paul Allen's old team, the Seattle Seahawks, this weekend.
Yes. Different Paul Allen. PA on the mic. He is the morning show, I think, still around here. It's the 9 to noon guy.
Goff, my goodness. Goff.
They use the Sanford and Sons song. Oh God, get it? Is that Swift?
It was. No, it was Williams. No, man. I can't tell. It was number 30. I think it was Williams.
Yeah, you're right. All right, I should go finish my power numbers. Kreiner.
Did you make any major adjustments, really?
I'm about to. I'm just updating the schedules and stuff and putting anything situational, I think, above and beyond our situational grid.
Last we got
we got to give Tim
some perspective. We'll give you some perspective.
I'll give you a whiskey recipe.
A lot of games left.
He's young.
A lot of games left. And you know what? There's no plan B. So he's gonna get the reps. He's gonna take his licks.
Tightrope without a net.
The bigger problem, in my opinion at least, is that Becton being hurt, and I don't know what they pissed off some draft capital trading up to get Elijah Vera Tucker, and Rondell Moore might be better than Elijah Moore. There was the draft. Some of the draft questions I have about that unit overall. Brooks Bollinger's not walking through that door. No, he's not. But yeah, no, in general, Zach Wilson. I mean, give the kid a break. He's 19 years old, for Christ's sakes. I'm assuming, just based on what he looks like. Oh, God, Hawkinson just got so fucking open. All right, well, we're going to be under some duress here. The Green Bay Packers did not fix their issues at halftime at all. Hawkinson being covered by
a slot corner on
the slot corner,
on a tight end that can't keep with a tight end.
Not only can't keep with a tight end, but like didn't respect him as a route runner. Did you see that? He was like ready to go with he was like sure that the play was going to the wide receiver. Zach Wilson is 22. He may be 22, Dan, but he's 19 or 18 at heart, and he's got the baby face still. So we'll give him some time. We'll give him some time to grow into the role. We really need
more from Hawkinson.
Well, I can use a couple. Oh, pick that. Oh,
no,
we got. I could use is a couple penalties.
This is the longest halftime
back
show
him
all
up.
time. I love this.
Let's back him up. No, we're just doing these 30 minutes now, I think is the way this goes. All right, Thursday night football game.
David.
We will.
By the way, we went back and listened to the tape. You said David.
I did?
Yes, you did. That's why I said it. I wouldn't have said it otherwise. Because you had my mind in a pretzel. I'm like, you said it with enough confidence that I doubted myself.
Oh,
like it was just a slip of the tongue. But I'm like, is it David?
Well, I'll go back and do a double listen to the tape and see because I in my head I know it's Davis.
Well, yeah.
Although you know what, David Carr maybe was crossing streams a little bit because he was the other kind of completely unprepared quarterback that took over for the Texans last time that there was a situation like this.
That's what I'm saying. You froze my brain enough to say, is it David Mills? And yes, Davis Mills is starting. It looks like Tyrod Taylor. More injury, bad luck for the guy. At least it wasn't a needle to the lung.
San Martin Belgrano 0-0.
Oh yeah.
Nil draw. Nil draw. Let's see if we can
stick with this. Let's get a missed field goal here, huh?
You know what it's probably going to end up being is probably going to be they're going to go for on fourth down. That's the kind of feel that I have right now of Dan Campbell. Don't you think? Do you think they're going to get a missed fourth down? That's my feel, at least. I think that's how this is going to go. After this play. Oh, nice. Swift for 2 yards. Good call. Good play call, guys. Anthony Lynn. 2nd and 10. Anthony Lynn. Run the ball. Good work, buddy.
I might have played like 6 or 7 props on the stupid San Martin del Tucumán game.
It's one of those days.
I played the draw and under 1.5 goals at 5.
Do you have like some Tuesday settles that you wanted to make to try to get black?
This is no. It's just like I haven't bet anything all day. Nobody had any baseball I liked, so I bet a bunch of player props in this, and I bet soccer, and a few Ryder Cup props.
All right. Well, we'll give you more Ryder Cup information, especially if the Panthers versus David Mills is a bust. If David decides not to show up because David Mills may not be a competent NFL quarterback.
Davis versus Goliath. Dan Campbell has been aggressive on fourth down.
Yes. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they go for it on 4th and 1. In fact, they probably ought to.
One here.
They probably ought to, honestly.
Honestly.
What good is it? What good is it making a 1-score game? A 1-score game? No, that's obviously 4 is better than 1's better than 4. But I think they probably go.
Yeah, they're clearly. He's been very aggressive on this.
Yep.
And honestly, the way the Green Bay's defensive line is played,
the likelihood that they stop this is probably 30, 25%.
You can hand this to your running back coach.
Green Bay's been soft. You're right. I completely agree.
Oh no, they didn't get it.
Incomplete. Oh, bummer. Sugar.
All that time for nothing.
Well, shoot. Why did they throw it?
Didn't we just said? I guess everybody thought they were going to throw, and they did throw.
Oh
my God! You see that coach?
Yes. We finally did something good. We did it.
Yeah, it's like the third place medal guy.
All right, let's wrap this up. Good drive for all parties here.
Hey, you know, actually, you know what? MVP, the chat.
Hey, I have 100% agree. And you know what else, Andy? That stop was probably the pivotal one for that total because now Green Bay does anything, and you're going to have heavy go for it vibe for the Lions for the rest of
no more field goals
night.
for Detroit. It's a lot
for
of
the rest of the rest of tonight. It's just going to be heavy field goal, heavy go for it vibe. No more kicking field goals for them. They're done.
38.
They're not going to nickel and dime us to 27 points in this one. We're only getting there if the Packers score 21 and then the Lions get a 7-pointer at the end.
What were we at halftime? 31?
28. Oh yeah, 31. No, it was 31. Yeah, 17.
We're at 31. Yeah. So the live total is 2 points lower than the 26 and a half. Live total for second half is a little bit of value.
It should come down. It should have come down more because the game state did just change. The game state did just change. Whether or not Green Bay scores, Green Bay scores here, the game state changed. Lions aren't kicking field goals from here on in. They're going for touchdowns, and maybe they get them, and the game goes over. But the game state changed, in my opinion. That should have been more of an adjustment. All right, let's wrap it up. Go enjoy your Monday night. Congratulations on the soccer winners. Good luck on your props. Good luck on this game. Good luck on everything. We'll talk on Thursday. Actually, sorry, scratch that. Scratch it, rewind it, and reverse it. We'll do a full deep dive on Wednesday that covers all of week 3. And it's going to be fantastic. So best of luck, man.
Thanks for hanging, guys. See you.